Hey everybody, Roger Levin here with your Practice Production Pearl of the Week. I'm continuing my series that I told you I was going to do on the biggest mistakes dentists make. And if you saw the first one, you know that a major dental journal asked me to write this series, but I also want to share it with you, our weekly subscribers. So the first mistake was about systems and checklists. We can add hundreds of thousands of dollars per year to practices. And actually, if you get it right, you can double or triple your practice over time, and you'll reach financial independence based on our models 10 years earlier. The second mistake we'll cover this week, which is not knowing your numbers. Now, what are numbers? Numbers are the story about how the practice is doing, and most dentists operate in the dark. They know one or two numbers, but here's the myth. It doesn't take a lot of time. The myth is it takes all this after the end of the day work and weekend work and night work. Not at all. You can literally do this in 3 minutes a day, 3 minutes a week, and 10 to 15 minutes a month. That's it. Anything over that, you're wasting your time, and you're probably not looking at the right numbers. So one category of numbers we'll cover today is production. If you don't have excellent production, you don't have an excellent practice. We meet dentists who call us and tell us that they're excellent clinicians, and I believe them, that they take tons of CE, which is great for their patients, but their practices are somewhere between mediocre and poor. Why? They didn't focus on the business side. So the production numbers are always measured against goal, and here we go. Production year to date. Are you on track year to date for what you're going to have on December 31st, your annual goal? So halfway through the year, you should be at least halfway toward your production goal, unless you have some type of seasonal fluctuation in your practice. Number two is production per month. Did you hit the production goal that we set per month? If we hit the monthly goals, that adds up to the annual goal. Number three is average production per day. There should be a daily goal. You're not going to hit it every day. You'll be above it, below it, but you have to kind of know how you're doing. When we see a string of days below goal, then we know corrective action needs to be taken. And in a research study that I personally did and found fascinating, I identified 244 ways to increase practice production. Now, that's a lot, but the interesting factor and the beautiful factor is that 44 of them will get you 80% of the increase. And we're talking about a lot of increased production and doctor income. We are very focused right now at Levin Group on doctor income because overhead, of course, has gone up to some degree. The fourth number is production per provider, looking at how each provider is doing and whether or not we need to work, especially our younger associates are coming out of school. Many have great work ethics. They just don't know enough and they need to work on their skills. But I can think of one practice right now with two young associates that have been there for about 8 months, and they are in the 90th percentile of production. But this practice is also getting a large number of new patients every month. Then we look at some averages. Your average production per patient, your average production per new patient, your average production per hygienist. So these are all factors we look at. We look at production numbers. When we know the numbers, we know the story, we know what to do, and you'll avoid mistake number two. As always, we are committed to increasing your practice income, and I will see you next week.